Alright, this is Andrew with Joda Home Inspections. We're here today in West Valley doing a sewer scope. We are at 1606 Malvern Ave. We've got the camera pushed out about 100 feet. Now we're going to pull it back and record it and see what we find. So this first connection point is called the nose on. This is where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line. Right here. Looks like a decent connection point there. Looks like this is clay pipe. If you look right there on the right side of the screen, how it looks kind of like a red terracotta color, that's the giveaway that it's clay. So far it's looking like you have good grade. Oh, there's something stuck. That could be a root coming through the line. Sometimes you can get mushrooms, but that looks more like waste stuck on something. I would recommend getting it hydrojetted out. When you get roots, they can get stuck on things, or rather, things can get stuck on the roots and they can create a blockage. You know, this is the start of a blockage. This is waste stuck in the line, and as more waste gets stuck, it'll only get worse, and then it could eventually back up into the house. So not something you want to ignore long term. It also looks like you might have a little bit of an offset here where the pipes have slipped. If you look at the top of the pipe, you can see that lip. That's a movement of the pipes, and when that happens, it's kind of like having a root where it gives it a spot where waste can get stuck. That's an access point, so that's a spot somewhere further out towards the street where you could access the sewer line to clean it or scope it like we are right now. I didn't see an access point, so it could be buried. It's not uncommon. I'm accessing the line outside the house. We are on the west side of the house, kind of in the backyard. I did not find an access point inside or in the crawl space, so we had to come through this spot. I always like going more inside the house so that we can see what's under the house as well. Luckily here I could see a little bit of the line in the crawl space. It was black ABS, which is the same thing you're seeing on the screen here. Looks like this section is kind of flat. When you have standing water like that, that's a sign that the line doesn't have a lot of grade. And so it's either a belly or a flat spot. When you have flat spots like that, it's harder for waste to flow out on its own, and so waste can get stuck and create a blockage, and it could eventually back up into the house. It's tough to fix a belly or a flat spot because the permanent fix for it is to dig it up and re-slope it. There's nothing you can really do trenchlessly to repair it. So just to recap, you have a mix of clay and ABS. I did find, not a visible root, but I did find some waste stuck on a joint. I couldn't tell if there was a root underneath it that's kind of covered by the waste at this point. Enough that I would recommend hydrojetting it out. It also wouldn't be a bad idea to hydrojet that flat spot to get out any gunk and buildup. It's not going to fix the belly, but it will get out any grease that might be more likely to catch on debris. So I'm going to end this recording now.